Now, here's the real truth. I've sprinted, almost tripped, been crowd surfed on, been screamed at, and so much more. So here's how I've survived and how you can survive your first festival season. Hey everybody, just please welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today, we're going to be talking about festivals. Not just any festival, specifically music festivals. Now every year music festivals happen from Coachella, Bonnaroo, Gov Ball, Lollaplaooza, Osheaga, and so many more. And every year I feel like there's a new cream of the crop going to these festivals, as I feel like these festival lineups are getting younger and younger as the years are going, which brings a lot of people who have a lot of inexperience going to these festivals. Now that used to be me. That did used to be me. I started going to festivals. My first festival I went to was in 2019. I went to Boston Calling, but I only consistently started going to them about 3 years ago. My first big festival was in 2023 at Lollaplaooza. And most recently, last year, I went to a bunch of festivals. I went to Boston Calling, I went to Gov Ball, and I went to Osheaga. This year, I have gone to Coachella and Boston Calling so far. I'm going to Gov Ball next week, and then I'm going to Lollaplaooza in August. In today's video, I wanted to talk about essentials, how to take care of yourself, how to take care of others, how to truly enjoy the music that you're listening to, and overall just how to have the best time at these festivals. So let's get into it. Now, the first thing I wanted to talk about was this year's festival season, because it is kind of stacked. We have so much going on at so many different festivals. First, we started with Coachella, which obviously already happened, but I went, and as you guys saw in one of my most recent videos, my Coachella vlog, I went and I saw Coachella amongst so many other incredible sets. That was truly one of the best times I've ever had in my life. Absolutely incredible festival. And then we also have Gov Ball next week, which has Olivia Rodrigo headlining, Tyler the Creator, Role Models playing, Wallows, Conan Gray, amongst many other artists. And we also have Lollaplaooza happening in August, which is a huge festival this year. We have Olivia, Sabrina, Gracie, Role Model again, the Marias, so many other incredible artists. Obviously Gov Ball is very, very soon. So if you're watching this video, you might be preparing for Gov Ball. Hopefully if I have it up in time for that. I'm going to Gov Ball for Olivia's Day only next week, and I'm so excited for that. It's in New York City, and I'm so excited. I went last year and I was barricade for Renee and Chapel. Absolutely one of the best days of my entire life. All right, the next thing I wanted to talk about is what to bring to festivals. And honestly, my biggest tip is bring the least amount of stuff that you can. Bring the least amount of stuff that you can, but also obviously bring all your essentials and everything. Always look up the bag policy for a festival. Bag policies are usually clear bags. This is specific to Gov Ball's bag policy, but it's honestly similar across many festivals. But Gov Ball's bag policy is that you can have a small clutch type bag no larger than 6x9 or medically necessary and diaper bags. You can have 1 gallon of clear plastic freezer bag. You can have a small clear single compartment bag. So if you're gonna have a bigger bag, it's gonna have to be a clear bag. Or you could have a water bladder system bag, which has like a water pouch in it in like a backpack form, which I'm gonna get into that in a little bit because I very much do recommend those. But I'm gonna show you guys the bags that I usually use at festivals. I used to have this clear bag that I got at the Sweetener tour, but it recently broke in last year's festival season, so I no longer bring that anymore. Recently I went to Tate McRae's album release party and they gave away these free drawstring bags, but it doesn't have to be this one obviously, but this is just like an example of like a clear bag that you could bring. Just a nice drawstring bag. You can fit so much stuff in here, truly. Another option is if you want to have stuff like closely on your waist, you can bring a little fanny pack. This one, ironically, sort of, I think I'm going to be bringing this to Gov Ball next week. It is the Gut Store fanny pack, but obviously any fanny pack works. This is just what I have, but you can fit honestly a lot in here. It looks small, but you can stuff a good amount of stuff in there. Now, when you're thinking about what you want to put in this bag, you really need a battery pack. I mean like a good battery pack. You can bring like a bunch of like little like kind of shitty battery packs, and honestly you'll probably be fine, but I genuinely, this is not sponsored at all, this is just the battery pack that I've been using for about like 2 to 3 years now when going to both normal concerts and to festivals, but especially at festivals, this helps a lot. A Leghorn battery pack. Now it looks big, it looks fat because yeah, it is, but genuinely, when I tell you, this thing charges my phone to full battery at least 3 times before it dies. So you can also use this and help your friends out if they are low on charge. Multiple people can use this battery pack and get to full charge and it won't die. It lasts forever. It also has a solar panel on the front so that you can charge the battery pack in the sun even at the festivals. The solar panel, I'm gonna be honest, does not really work that well, but sometimes it works. So it very much depends. I don't know if mine's just like older and has just like stopped working or something, because I genuinely have had this for a few years now, but I seriously recommend it. It also comes with different cords. These low-key have stopped working now, but obviously if you get a new, they'll work, but it also has just a normal USB port, a USB-C port, and another port, so I really recommend this. Genuinely, it has like saved my life at festivals sometimes. The next thing I would put in my bag is sunscreen. I cannot stress this enough. You are most likely going to be in the sun for hours and hours at a time. Please take care of your skin. Please reapply sunscreen every 2 to 3 hours. This is me being like a dermatologist right now. You'll thank yourself later when you are not dying from a sunburn after the festival. So please bring sunscreen. These all seem like very obvious, but sunglasses really do help, especially when you are like protect your eyes. So please just like protect your eyes. Another thing that I would recommend is festivals often allow you to bring in snack bars, so I honestly would recommend you can't bring in like full course meals obviously, but I honestly would recommend bringing in a few snack bars and stuff just to gain some energy, especially if you are in these crowds for long periods of the day and stuff like that. It's really good just to have like a snack bar. Now, the water backpack. I can't stress this enough. I brought a water backpack to Coachella, and obviously the heat in the desert is so much worse than some of these other festivals are gonna have it, but genuinely it helps me a lot, especially when I was in long crowds waiting for different artists to come on for a long time in the day. It's really good just to have the water backpack that you can just easily access water for, and if you don't drink enough water, you're going to be dehydrated. Often security does give out free water, but it's also good just to have that water just on yourself, and it's very light, it's very easy. You can also, if you do bring a water backpack, that also gives you more room to potentially put other stuff in the different pockets, because they don't confiscate water backpacks for being like too big or anything, and most of the times when they do sell them online, they sell them to festival regulated sizes, because people do use these for like, obviously they're made for like hiking and stuff, but we're concert goers, we're using this for music festivals. Also, I want to say I will put a link to a bunch of like bags and stuff and water backpacks and this battery pack in my description below, that if you wanted just to go add them to your cart and stuff, and just to make it easier for your shopping if you are shopping for a festival. Next thing I wanted to talk about that sort of has to do with the whole sustainability thing and being just like overly well at a festival. Your outfit. Obviously you want to look cute, and obviously there are ways to look cute without literally dying in heat and whatever the hell. So just please, when you are making your outfit, please think about how hot it's going to be, how comfortable you're going to need this outfit, because you want to be comfortable to be able to enjoy the music. Like, that's why you're there. You're there for the music. Like, forget about the outfit. Think about what is going to be comfortable for you and how you are going to last all day at this festival. Now, the next question that I get asked so much is, how am I always at Barricade at these festivals? And honestly, I don't know. I'm just kidding, I do know. But for Barricade runs, they're difficult. They're not for everyone. I can't stress this enough. It is not the same as being Barricade at a normal concert. You are oftentimes outside, waiting in the heat, waiting in the sun for hours at a time, sitting at this barricade so you can see your favorite artist. And another thing I'll say, if multiple of your favorite artists are at different stages, don't just prioritize one artist and get Barricade for one artist. Please go see the other artists, walk around the festival, enjoy the festival. I can't just enjoy the festival. Don't just stay at a Barricade all day just for one artist. If all of your favorite artists are at one stage, sure, go get Barricade there, because that is what's happening for me for Olivia. We have Conan Gray, Wallace. I'm not a huge fan of Wallace, but I do like some of their music, and Olivia Rodrigo, all at one stage. So I'll be staying at that one stage all day, and I will hopefully be Barricade. And last year, I was at Barricade all day for Chapel and Renee. That's because those are the people that I was there to see. There was not really anyone else that I wanted to see at that festival that day. But at Coachella, there was so many of my favorite artists spread across the entire festival, so I did not just prioritize one artist. I walked around the whole festival. I saw so many different artists. It was such a fun experience. Please enjoy the festival. But if you are going to go for barricade, let me tell you how it's going to go down, and I'll have my video to the side so I can showcase it. So after you wait in line all day, or not in the morning, gates usually, at least I'm going to talk about from Govball's perspective. It's similar across a lot of festivals, but after you wait outside the festival in the morning, they're going to open security. There's going to be a huge run to security, and there's going to be about like 15 lanes of security. Just try to find the lane with the shortest line. It really doesn't matter which line you get to, because then once the clock strikes the time the doors open, it's going to be another run through security. Security is going to go really quickly, and if you are running to barricade and you're in like a group, pick the person who can run the fastest to go in with no bags and give their bags, if they have bags, to somebody else who might be a little bit slower running, to have them check the bags, because if you don't have a bag going through security, you are going to get through so much more quickly and you can start running faster, because then after security you run, you check, you get your ticket scanned, and then it's a dash to the stage. And then once you're at the stage, that one person can sort of spread their legs and save the spots for the people who are in your group who have the bags and stuff like that. It's gonna be a dash. I want to talk about one of my barricade fail stories. Honestly, it was my first barricade run, really. It was Billie Eilish Lollaplaooza in 2023. I didn't make it. That's baby little me running to barricade. Well, not running to barricade. It was bad. That day was bad for a whole lot of reasons, and honestly, if I could have had this video to watch, I would have enjoyed that. I would have very much benefited from that, because it was bad, because I didn't get barricade and I still waited in that crowd all day and I still barely saw Billie. There's so many things I would have done different that day. There's so many photos of me just looking like miserable. It was a bad day. I don't know what I was doing that day, but it's fine. Okay, and then once you were at barricade, again, I can't stress this enough, pace yourself. People allow you to sit down against the barricade or wherever you are in the crowd if you need to sit down. Just say I need to sit down, and people try to make a little bit of space so that you can sit down and stuff like that. Ask security for water. Security is quite literally obligated to give you water, especially if you were at the front of the crowd and you can't get out to come back to your spot. Ask security for water, they will give you water. Another thing that honestly helps, if you have one friend, and honestly do this more earlier in the day, because as it gets later in the day and the crowd gets more packed, it's harder. If you can have one friend just like leave the crowd, do a food run, and just as you're leaving the crowd, be like, I'm coming back, I'm getting food, I'm coming back to my spot, and just have someone in your group save your spot while you are going to go get food, and then you can come back, you can be back in your spot and you can have food. It's great. At Govball we did that last year. It was really fun. We had a cold ketchup bottle. That day was so fun. It was incredible. But please pace yourself, drink water, have food. Don't be malnourished all day, because then you're gonna have an awful time later. And if you do run into an instance where you feel like you're gonna pass out, you feel like you're just not feeling well, don't just stay there just so you can see your favorite artist at barricade. Leave the crowd, go to medic station if you need to. It's so much better if you catch it early before you pass out in the middle of the crowd and have to be carried over the barricade. If you are not feeling well, leave the crowd. It is not worth it. It's never worth it. Put your health first, especially in these hot festival seasons. The last piece of advice I can give you is just enjoy the show. Enjoy yourself, make friends, talk to people, have fun, just enjoy the festival. And if you're not a barricade, I know I just talked a lot about barricade, but you don't have to be close at a festival to enjoy the festival. There's so much to do at festivals. There's so many installations and all that type of jazz, so much free stuff that you can get from different brands that are at the festival. Just enjoy yourself. Take pictures, make friends, scream, jump, enjoy the music. You're gonna be seeing a lot of music and it's gonna be very, very tiring, but this festival could be some of the best days of your life if you do this right. Coachella was incredible. I'm so excited for Govball next year, and I'm so excited for Sabrina Palooza in Chicago. And yeah, that's sort of the end of my video, and I just want to say enjoy festival season this year. There's so many good artists to see, and it's stacked this year, like genuinely insane. So please enjoy your festival season. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and comment down below which festivals you are going to this year, what artists you are excited to see, and if we will be at any of the same festivals. As a refresher, I am going to Govball next week, and then I'm going to Lollapalooza in August, and I'm so excited. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Follow all my social medias. My Instagram is @JasperHughes. My TikTok is @JasperHughes. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.